Alright, it looks like we're live! Hello everyone! I was able to start the stream much earlier than I originally thought, so I'm super happy about that. But yeah, how's everyone doing? We're playing our Pokémon Legends Arceus! I was so excited to get back to this game, because I had so much fun last week, and this past week, after, of course, the big battle at the end. So of course, as it says in the title, post-game, which means we can talk about spoilers now, so spoiler alert. But it's a 2.5-year-old game too, so yeah, let's get started. As I said in the description, we're probably going to be talking about Volo and Cynthia a lot. And I just realized, hold on. There. It might have been doing, it might have had a feedback echo. I think I turned off the desktop audio, so that should be avoided. Anyway, this is gonna be a chill stream. We're gonna do some requests. We're gonna fill out that Pokédex now. Because... oh, somebody sent a lost satchel back to me! Thank you. When did I die? I don't remember that. We're gonna do some requests. We're gonna fill out the Pokédex because Arceus has asked us to seek out all Pokemon. That has been the mission since the very beginning. And apparently now, we can't meet Arceus until we do that. Which is fine. So we will go fill out the Pokédex now and do some requests. Okay, first what do you have to say? Oh, you're the balloon guy. Okay. Hello there. Is this your first crack? Okay, let's do this. Let's do some balloon things. Those are some good, requests. 24? Okay. So last episode, we fought Volo and Giratina. So there's a lot to unpack with that. And there's a lot more to unpack now that I understand a lot more of the context of that fight. You see, I've never played Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, or any of its remake or any other version of it. Oh, I tried to jump. Hold on. Oh, this was the jump. Now I understand. Okay. So I had no context for the. Oh, there's a Giratina there. Not Giratina. Not a Giratina. So I knew that Volo was supposed to be like the Hisui version of Cynthia, right? And I was vaguely aware that, some of the characters, of course, in this game are probably like the ancestors or original incarnations of a lot of the characters in Diamond and Pearl, a game that I've never played, but hey, I can appreciate oh my gosh. The fact that... Are you serious? I can appreciate the fact that that's a really cool reference if you grew up playing the other game. Because although that's not my experience, I can imagine that being the coolest thing. Like, if they do like that with Sword and Shield someday at the Galar region, like a past thing, and I recognize like all the past characters and whatever from in that game. Okay, we got 24. We got 24. Is that all we're gonna get? That's all we're gonna get, isn't it? Oh, we got 25. Anyway, so I was vaguely aware, of course, Volo is this game's Cynthia, the revered champion of the Sinnoh region, who all revere and respect because they are very afraid of her. She is a champion who is not afraid to absolutely destroy you. But this whole time I was kind of trying to think to myself, like, okay, he looks like Cynthia. I don't know that much about Cynthia. I think I saw the TV show when I was younger, though, the Diamond and Pearl TV show. So maybe I do. Anyway. But I never played that game, so I had no idea that Volo's team was actually the same as Cynthia's team, except for, I think he had Arcanine and Cynthia has Milotic. That was kind of cool to figure that. There's a lot I did after that episode. I figured out a lot of things. Okay, I'm so glad last time I didn't try to level up my Pokemon all the way up to level 80. That would have been a lot. What other requests are there? There's one over here. Okay, let's go there. I did not realize he had Cynthia's team. And I think at like the third time we fought Volo lots of times. I was getting so frustrated. But I think by the third time I said something like, hey, this piano music is really familiar, like, or something like that. Like, well, I recognize this, I just don't know from where. And as soon as I said it aloud, in my head, I was thinking to myself, oh, it's probably Cynthia's theme, isn't it? Who else? And I didn't say it because I'm like, oh, what if it's not? What if I heard it somewhere else in another Pokemon game? But then I thought to myself later on, I was like, why did I just say it? Who else would Volo be referencing if not Cynthia? And as it turns out, I kind of went to bed after that day, but I woke up the next morning. There was the Project Voltage Hatsune Miku collaboration, right? And so there's this song, which was Kanaria featuring Hatsune Miku, Champion, that appeared on my timeline, and I opened it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, because it was about Cynthia, right? And it was based on her theme, the song, and I'm like, oh, it is! Volo's theme really was the same as Cynthia's. And that's awesome. Wait, I walked right past the person I was trying to get to. That is so cool. I can't believe that's the way I found out. I mean, I sort of had a hunch, like, oh my gosh, if he's copying anybody. I guess Cynthia is copying him since he came first. I don't know. Or rather, see, the thing is, like, in Volo and Cynthia's case, the two of them are so similar. I'd almost just straight up, not even like just Cynthia being like his descendant, I just think Cynthia's straight up like his reincarnation. Because I kind of like I said, I wasn't that familiar with Cynthia before, although I do recall seeing her in the TV show, probably. But I didn't realize until afterwards that she was an archaeologist, and Volo loves exploring ruins. And that's the thing is like, okay, how much do I need? Actually, I don't need to be catching the chops. I need to catch the choke over there. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Oh, broke out. That's unfortunate. Okay, hold on. Let's start this, and then we continue on our discussion. The whole episode, I think, is just going to be talking about this. Hey, you there, Survey Corps kid. I need your help with catching a Pokémon. The construction corps is busier than ever these days, making homes for all the new people in the village. We don't have enough labor to handle everything, so I figured why not try and see if the Pokémon can help us out. Oh, is this another camp? Oh my gosh, I should have set this up way earlier. Reliable Pokemon won't need much training. Pokemon, Machoke. Oh, I was just talking about getting Machoke. I don't know the faintest idea how to catch a strong-looking Pokemon. Show me... Oh, never mind. It's not a thing. You just want to see the completed Pokedex entry for Machoke. Gotcha. Well, we gotta start by catching a Machoke. We can do that. Oh my gosh, we can. I was like, no, we can't. It's gonna break out. It did break out. It's angry. So I'm running in the opposite direction. Anyway, back to the subject. Did not realize that Cynthia was also an archaeologist, and that Volo likes exploring ruins, and I was like, oh my gosh, they both love exploring mythical ruins. They have the same team, the same music. They both are not afraid to absolutely destroy you and kick your butt in battle, completely unexpectedly. Is the Machoke after us or somebody else? I don't think it's the Machoke, so I should be able to just throw that. Okay. Okay, we should go. Is it running? Oh, it is running. Well, I don't really want to be part of that. Okay, and I'm not really down to fill out the Machoke Pokédex entry right now. So I guess we go do some more requests. I would say we should go do the rest of the balloon quests. That's a good one. We're gonna do all the requests and all the Pokédex, and we'll eventually catch Arceus. But But yeah, basically, they're not just related, Volo and Cynthia. They're basically the same person, except like Volo is like like a male and extroverted version of Cynthia. But I think Cynthia's a little bit more introverted, right? Like I said, okay. But so that was one of the first things that I found was really fascinating. It was like, wow, I was missing a whole lot of context about like just how like to what degree like these characters were connected. And I guess the other thing about the Volo fight that I didn't really appreciate is in the last episode I was kind of talking a whole lot about how they made the final boss of the game so much more difficult than everything else. Because that's true. Like I had to try fighting Volo multiple times. I might have done more attempts if I didn't just step back and think to myself, okay, I gotta strategize. I gotta stop just throwing myself at this fight. I gotta actually plan how I'm gonna go about this and make sure I have enough Pokemon left to deal with Giratina. And I did not expect there to be a Giratina second phase either, but thankfully we were prepared enough that wasn't an issue. But I thought like, wow, this fight is way harder than everything else. Now that I understand that, because he's literally Cynthia. Doesn't just look like Cynthia. He pretty much is Cynthia. The Pokemon champion who is revered for, not being afraid to destroy your team. Suddenly it makes sense. And then I listened to so much of the OST, like the music in this game, and especially I've been listening to Volo's theme a lot. And I think somebody had pointed out, I know in the comments of one of the videos, the music is that, like Volo is super strong. Nobody else in the entire Hisui region was as strong as us, and nobody would have been as strong as Volo either. That's why Arceus needed us. Arceus got somebody from the future, from a time when Pokemon and humans lived together and trained together and formed bonds with each other. Somebody who was experienced with being a Pokemon trainer. That was a cool flip. Arceus needed somebody of our strength in order to be able to just barely beat Volo. Because if everything was easy for us, with all the trainer fights and everything, just imagine, do you think all the people in Hisui with Pokemon combined would be able to take down Volo and Giratina? It took us like 5 tries. Like we let 4 or so like alternate universes die because we weren't strong enough. But that would have been a whole lot more if we weren't around to stop him. If we weren't around to stop Volo's plans. By the way, I'm still not 100% sure why. Like, it sounds like he has a bad, sad backstory. Not exactly sure why he desires to destroy the world, but it's almost like, he just really, really desires to meet Arceus to a point that he went insane about it. So that's the thing is, we needed to be here at this point in time. This is just the Machop. It's a Machoke. Oh yeah, because I didn't catch the Machop. So that's kind of cool to know that's why Arceus brought us here, I suppose. There's probably many reasons Arceus brought us here. Like, Arceus wants us to fill out the Pokédex too, probably to show that filling out the Pokédex is possible. Sorry, I need to take a break. I am talking a lot because I've been holding in a lot of thoughts in my brain. Let's go to the village. So that's pretty exciting. And yeah, oh yes, that's right. So one thing about the music is, I kind of noticed this last time, I think I pointed it out, but the Jubilife Village music changed. I didn't realize it changed multiple times over the... Hey, do you guys know where Volo went? I know you two have nothing to do with him anymore, but not in great stock. Not right now, unfortunately. So yeah. Sorry, I need a minute. It's gonna happen a lot. I'm trying to do stuff while... Actually, we should just do some requests here. What requests do we have? Oh, I think there was one in the training ground, so we should do some fighting. So yeah, I just have a lot more appreciation for the fight now. I appreciate that while the jump in difficulty with the Volo fight was not that great as a gameplay mechanic. It was phenomenal and super awesome as a storytelling mechanic to illustrate the fact that, oh my gosh, this guy is way too powerful. Only we can stop him. And that's why we needed to be here. Did either of you... somebody had a request, right? Not you. Thanks for doing the training all the time, though. Your formats for battling, which I did attempt. Not right now, but thanks, Ingo. Oh yeah, Ingo, you're from Pokemon Black and White, is that right? Now I understand. See, now that I finished the game, I'm not afraid to search things up and like actually watch videos and Google things about this game out of fear of being spoiled. Oh yeah, we're getting to the new part of the Jubilife Village theme, which apparently, you know... I actually kind of want to play Diamond and Pearl now, just because of this game. To understand the nostalgia that people must feel when they get to this part of the song and they're starting to finally hear the faint parts of the... was it Jubilife City? The place this becomes in the future. And just seeing how this is the roots of it all. But someday this is going to be a big and beautiful place that so many Pokemon and people, the trainers, are at. I mean, it must be really nostalgic. Like I said, I look forward to the day that I get that same feeling too, but it must be so amazing. What is this? Oh, we can just stand up here. Okay. What's your request? Path of Solitude. Not yet. I've not tried it. So, single Pokemon. Okay. That request is so, okay, let's do... Okay, we're doing Path of Solitude. Bidooft's Path of Solitude? Eevee's Path of Solitude? Or Madam... Am I fighting these Pokemon? Or... Whoa, stop this. Are you trying to get me to fight with these Pokemon? Or are you fighting with these Pokemon? Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Please stop. This Bastiodon? I guess I knew this Bastiodon. I don't have one though. Where do you get the fossil Pokemon? There's a lot in this game. Like, where do I find the legendaries? Where do I find the fossil Pokemon, you know? Okay, Ingo, which I like to do. Apparently the Path of Solitude. Accept the challenge. Hello there, Bergamite. Not you right now. Samurott. No? Wait. Cannot select? Is select not an option? Oh, I gotta bench the rest of them. I see, it's not selecting which one it is, it's getting the rest of them. Goodbye! My lovely team. We're thick and thin together. Yeah, let's go. Let's see. Hello, Nei-K. The fossils you can get from space-time distortions in the Coronay Highlands. Ah, I see. Okay, thank you. What's Samurot's Path of Solitude begin? All aboard. What? Why are you... Okay, this is horrible. You're a lot under-leveled, but this is still... No, don't approach me. This is a horrible matchup. Okay. I'm so sorry, Samurott. I didn't know this is how it's gonna be. Okay, so then, after we did the Volo fight, oh wait, there's lots I did after the Volo fight. After I did the Volo fight, listening to the music, listening to the Project Voltage song. By the way, somebody asked me like half a year ago if I've ever listened to Hatsune Miku. So I guess the answer now is yes. Can I try with a different Pokemon? Do you use the same Pokemon? Does he always pick Pokemon that is good against whatever Pokemon I put out? Okay, well, he put out the same Pokemon, so I don't know the answers to any of those questions. But, well, maybe we should start attacking first. Maybe I don't need to Swords Dance. Maybe I should use the Strong Style and Agile Style. By the way, that short that I posted, that was about, uh-oh. Okay, Swords Dance actually helped a lot. About, how I was gonna get my Ninetales to fight the Roserade and take out the Roserade, and I was like, oh, it's gonna take out 2 Pokemon, and it didn't. And then the Roserade, and the Volo full restored the Roserade. I now realize if I just done Strong Style, I would have gotten rid of it no problem, but I didn't do that. Okay. So that was even worse. So actually Swords Dance was the way to go. We're not attempting that again. No thanks. Not at the moment. But I will be happy to do that again for you at some point. Oh right, you took away my whole team. Now I'm gonna walk away the pastures to get it. Okay, back to what I was talking about. I started looking at Pokémon Masters story content, which is great. See, I did play Pokémon Masters when it first came out. I thought, like, of all the gacha games I've ever played, like, this one, it feels really hard to build up the currency, and it's really hard to learn the game and put a lot of effort into it. I just thought it was just really hard to play in general. But I like the concept of having, like, just basically the entire universe of, like, you know, Pokemon characters, like the trainers and Pokemon, you know, coming together in one place and getting to see their interactions. And I just realized, you know what, I'm just gonna look up content, because then I don't need to play the game. Somebody is just gonna post the story videos. And they did. So that was great. I spent the whole week watching Pokemon Masters content, and it's been great. But the reason why I did it is, of course, getting to see our Hisui characters, you know, Ray and Akari and Adam and Irida, and now Volo, apparently. They get to all meet up in Paseo, and they get to talk with the Sinnoh characters. They get to talk with the characters in the future. And that is, hi Samrat, so awesome. Cause hey, like you don't need to imagine what their interactions are. You get to see it. And I think they did a really good job with it all too. And who are you back here? That looks like Arceus. Lucille's those various protective charms that come in handy when you're out and exploring the wilds. Guardian the Shine, and you child, perhaps that you're here with the prayer of the Shine, perhaps my charms can help. What is your wish? Lose fewer items, fate less frequently, stay in good health. I guess all of these? I mean, does the magical protection really cost that much? 5 different colors. Oh, I guess I collect all 5. That's how many times I can do it. Okay, I'll just buy 1 of each for you. Thank you. Okay. So in terms of Pokemon Masters, this is only 500? You're distracting me from what I'm talking about. Except I'm not, because I'm the one talking to you, so I guess I shouldn't say that. Not at the moment, no. Anyway, apparently Volo only got added to Pokemon Masters like a couple months ago. And then like a month ago, they did the story where he met Cynthia. And he told her like, wow, you'd be so much stronger if you had desperation. And then she's like, I don't disagree with you about what you're saying about the bonds I have with my Pokemon. And then they fought with Garchomp, and I'm like, wow, I'm so glad I finished the game now, like 2.5 years later. So I didn't need to wait 2.5 years to see Volo and Cynthia fight in a canonical alternate universe. Is basically the gist of what it is. Okay, what is this? Oh, Kogita! I've just been told of the foul plan Volo had concocted. I know, I'm so sad. By the way, about you... like, literally, I think the first time... Again, this is something I was afraid to say at the time in case I was wrong. But literally the first time I saw Kogita, I'm like, wow, you also look like Cynthia. Like, Volo looks like Cynthia, you look like Cynthia. They need to do it with the Spider-Man meme. And then I was like, what, are you like Volo's like mom or like relative or something? And I don't know. But they are supposedly both descended from like the ancient Sinnoh people, right? Volo and Kogita. So I guess that makes sense why they look alike. Because she's like the record keeper, right? And Volo mentioned something as well. Okay, anyway. That's cool that you're all Cynthia. I don't know what the connection is between all of that still, but that's gonna be funny if you also appear in Pokemon Masters. Well, think no more on that scoundrel. Just another tale of passion burning too bright and consuming its bearer. That is what happens if you allow it to. But what of you? Are you making progress with your... what do you call your studies of Pokémon? Surveying, was it? It's been going alright. Indeed? Well, Hisui still holds more fascinating Pokémon. Shall I speak to you of one of them? Which Pokemon would you like to hear about? Oh, why are you three in this game? I thought you guys are in the Unova region. I guess they move. They can fly, so I guess there's no reason why they shouldn't be here. Tornadus. Ah, yes, Tornadus. In every direction it flies, stirring up tremendous storms as it goes. When a blizzard batters the Alabaster Icelands, Tornadus may be about. Okay, Thunderous. Now, Thunderous. As it flies around, it fires bolts of lightning every which way. When a rainstorm lashes the Cobalt coastlines, Thunderous may be about. Okay. Like anywhere in the Cobalt coastlands? Because that's a pretty large area that will be raining all at the same time. Landorus. Ah yes, Landorus. The Pokemon hailed as the guardian of the fields. It seems it can be glimpsed in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Perhaps you'd be so good as to catch it for me. Okay, so you do want us to catch it. Is that so? I know not why these three have chosen to show themselves. Perhaps the cause lies with the space-time rift, or simply with their own whims. I suppose their stirring up storms and casting bolts of lightning may trouble you aplenty, but nature has need of such things. If you wish to know more, you best study the Pokémon for yourself. When you've completed the entries in your Pokédex for Landorus, Tornadus, and Thunderous, come and speak with me. The incarnate forces of Hisui. Okay. Thank you for that. I'm glad she addressed the whole Volo thing. I was gonna ask her whether she knew all along Volo's intentions. She's always scolding him. I'll take an extra space in my satchel. Teach me. 14,000. Alright, one extra space. Maybe I should buy more of those charms that make it so I lose less items instead. Maybe later. I wonder what's the maximum of this. I guess I can Google stuff now if I really want to. Is there nothing here? Nothing here since relevant to you. Really? How many quests do I have open right now? Probably a few. I'll battle Lucario at the training. That's what the one I was thinking of. Oh, it's outside there. Okay. The Trail of Giratina. I'm sure everyone would like to meet up with Giratina. You know what I saw on the comment on the music for Giratina's fight? Hold on. There's this comment, and it literally... I don't remember the last time I was literally rolling on the floor laughing, but I did. It was when somebody said, Giratina toughed it out so Volo wouldn't feel sad. I don't know why that one made me laugh so much. But that one was hilarious. Okay, anyway, Lucario. Hello. Come on. I take it you're ready for our battle? I gotta switch to who's good. You're good, but you're also weak to it. I think you're good. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go forgo the small talk and proceed right to battle. That's our style. Thank you. My style too. Okay. I am ready. So ready. I love my team so much. It's cool. I've watched a lot of videos of lots of other people doing the Volo fight, and including lots. Oh, why did you power up? I don't understand. Including lots of people who, of course, freaked out when they realized Volo had Cynthia's theme and Cynthia's team. Oh my gosh, and I remember I watched the whole thing with Failboat too. I watched Failboat's Legends Arceus playthrough, which I was waiting to do for so long. And it was so funny when Volo changed clothing and he said, "Oh, he's got Arceus drip." Alright, there's a lot of memes and content that I got to enjoy. I sure strong side. Well, thankfully I don't think it's gonna be an issue. Anyway, so but it's interesting to see all the different teams everybody had to fight Volo. And just see how it went for everybody. That was kinda cool to see. Graph. That was a wonderful battle. Seems we need to redo our training, Lucario. Ah. Thank you for the experience. I can tell you've met many Pokémon, and that's helped you make you stronger. Well, I think we'll test our skills in other places from now on. Let's meet again. Great! That was a nice one. Nice quest. Nobody else fights us with 6 Pokemon. I mean, like, that's the thing, is nobody else can command 6 Pokemon, except for us and Volo. Oh, another thing about Volo's fight. So let's see. Do I have the music up? So, let's see. Sorry, I haven't been reading chat at all. I've been too busy. My phone fell asleep, so sorry if I haven't been reading the chat. I've only seen a clip of Volo and Cynthia interacting. It's interesting. I wonder if they'll ever do something with Cynthia and Kogita. Yeah, I wonder too. Yeah, the clip of Volo meeting Cynthia, that is such a cool moment. And I'm glad I finished the game now, so I didn't have to wait to see it. But, I mean, that's awesome to, like, because, it seemed like they were pretty evenly matched when they just did Garchomp against Garchomp. But it seems like, you know, the story is in progress right now. So I have no doubt we're gonna see them, you know, meet up and interact again. And I super look forward to that. Okay. So, what was I doing? Oh, yeah. So, we have... Oh, yeah, my Genshin Impact videos are going up, too. So let me see. So, where's Volo's theme? I'm listening to so much music that my entire YouTube library is just all taken up with this, right? But yeah, like, sorry, I should probably mute the game while I'm doing this, right? This might make no sense. I remember at this point I'm like, hey, you know, this music sounds kind of familiar. I've heard these piano chords before, but I just can't remember where. And then now, of course, that makes a lot of sense because, you know, it's Cynthia's encounter theme. That Volo's battle theme is the theme that happens when you encounter Cynthia, and she strikes fear into the hearts of all Pokemon players upon encountering her in multiple games, and apparently now, technically this one, because I'm now making the case that they are basically the same person. But what is also really interesting is the music from when Volo reveals his plans, which is really cool. I wasn't fully paying attention to this either, right? But then when I was listening, and then I realized other people realized too. But like this part where it's like, I did not realize that this is also a Cynthia reference. Because if I go to the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl version of Cynthia's theme, which is really obvious, I'll link all the videos I'm referencing here. Okay. This is iconic, right? Now that I've heard it, it's like, okay, yeah, I've heard this before. It's iconic. Okay, what's the part? After this part is the part, right? It's the same music! This was like the coolest revelation I had like the other day. Oh my gosh. Volo and Cynthia swapped themes. Because Volo's battle theme is Cynthia's encounter theme, and Volo's encounter theme is Cynthia's battle theme. That's the coolest. That's the coolest, like, little hidden reference. Okay, we can turn the game music back on. Yeah, that was cool. And mass outbreaks and massive mass outbreaks. Basculin? Oh my gosh. So I was helping my mom the other day because I've passed where she's at in the Pokemon Legends Arceus because we've been playing together, but I mean, I was helping her to get through the Origin Dialga fight. I was just helping her in general with playing the game because now I'm not afraid of being spoiled, and I'm not gonna spoil her. I want to see what she thinks. But we were in the Alabaster Icelands, and then I saw a sparkle. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a shiny Basculin! And I got her to like make the Braviary go down, and because it was a shiny Basculin. Actually, I have the clip on the Switch, don't I? I can just show it. Here, I'm just gonna show it really quick after Akari is finished running. Go here. How recent was it? It's probably the most recent clip, isn't it? Oh, this one. Oh my gosh, this. Okay, so this is the clip I took of my mom playing. Watch in the bottom left. And I was like, oh my gosh, you gotta go down there. And then that is the most tragic thing I've ever witnessed. Why is that a thing in this game? Why can the Basculin shiny just like straight up run away? That was so sad. Until, and I don't have a clip of it, so I can't show you. We were heading back up to Mount Coronet, the summit, to finish the fight against Origin Dialga. And then a shiny Electabuzz just appeared right in front of us. I'm like, okay, this time we're not gonna lose it. And the Electabuzz, unlike the Basculin, was not keen on running away. In fact, it was very excited to just straight up fight us, which works for me. Why did I come back here? Oh, it's because of massive mass outbreaks. No, I don't really want to come back out here. I mean, oh no, it's the Basculin outbreak, right? Where is it? I don't see it here. I do see another request here I didn't do. Is it in here? That's why we're talking about Basculin, right? See, I'm trying my best to not lose my train of thought. It's really hard. That's why we were talking about Basculin, though, right? There's a Basculin mass outbreak here, and I don't know where it is, because apparently the map is not telling me where it's at. Is it gone already? Oh, it says mass outbreak, Basculin. It's probably in an area I haven't explored, so it's probably in that middle area, then. Anyway, we caught the shiny Electabuzz. And I was like, how did you get two back-to-back shinies, essentially? It was like within like 10 minutes of each other. I've only ever seen one shiny in this game. It's the Bergamite. Oh, and I guess the Ponyta too from the request. That counts. You got two back-to-back shinies. She's so lucky. And she said she didn't know what a shiny looked like in this game. Like how it appears. So, oh, there's the Basculins. So she would have known without me pointing it out, but I think I might have scared it off, so I feel kind of bad. But she told me not to worry about it. Okay. Basculin. Maybe that's not the mass outbreak. Where's the... Because there should be 4 of them at least when there's a mass outbreak, right? No, I didn't want to do that. Where's the Basculin mass outbreak? It's marked on the map, right? It's not marked. It must be in an area I haven't unlocked yet. Oh, is that it? Oh, that's a Remoraid. Oh yeah, these wisps are for Spiritomb, right? I'm supposing. 107, 108, like, you know, close enough. What is that? It's a Dusknoir. Dusk Noir. Is there usually Dusk Noir here? I don't recall there usually be a Dusk Noir here, but maybe there always has been. Who knows? That was not what I wanted. I'll fight you. Sure. It's so girly. Alpha Duskmore. There's so many things that want to fight us. Okay, let's not do that. This. Let's get rid of all the threats first. So I was talking about something else. Oh, I was talking about the Basculin. Okay, that's why I can't remember talking about analysis of this game anymore. So I was talking about the Basculin. Okay. By the way, there's gonna be a lot of by the ways, as I'm sure there's already has been. Has apparently already been streaming for 40 minutes? What? I didn't know I could fill 40 minutes of just gushing about this game. I hatched 2 Togepis in a row in Pokemon Go after beating Volo. 2 little Togepis. They're both really cute. They're like pretty mediocre IVs, but they're very cute. But I just think that's so funny after fighting Volo. I didn't even consider the fact that Volo was the true rival. I mean, we usually have 1 or 2 rivals in these games, right? But I mean, like, compared to, like, Akari, like, not Akari, we're Akari. Sorry, I'm watching too much Pokemon Masters. In Pokemon Masters, Ray is the one who fell from the sky, and Akari is the mentor, whereas, in my playthrough, it's the other way around. Is there Basculins? This is not Basculins, though, is the thing. They're very angry Remoraids. What? Hideaway Bay? What is that? I've never been there before. I guess now I will be. Why was I talking about them? Oh, yeah, so Akari, I keep saying Akari. Ray was like our main rival, but like, Volo was the one who fought us first. I didn't even really consider, because it was 2 years ago it happened. I didn't fully consider the fact that, wow, Volo was the first person we fought, he's gonna be the last person we fought. I mean, obviously not, we're fighting a lot of other people since then. Oh, no, don't run away. Don't run away. I don't have an overquill yet. Do I even have a quillfish? Oh, no. But he fought us with a cute little Togepi! And that cute little Togepi, of course, eventually evolved to be his Togekiss, which is kind of like his signature Pokemon, right? And then the second fight, he had a Gibble as well, and that became the Garchomp. Okay, I did have Quillfish. What's in this area? This looks like it's this cool little area tucked away. What is this? It's just more Remoraids. Why can you see me? I don't understand. Oh, Chansey, I'll take the Chansey. I don't know why I used a regular Pokemon. I guess that's what we're doing. Oh, it's raining! Oh, it's raining, that's when, Thundurus is supposed to appear, right? Okay, maybe we'll run into Thundurus here. Who knows? But yeah, it's kind of cool to see, in hindsight, Volo was training his team up alongside us. He was the true rival, even though we fought him like 2 times. He was literally the first person to fight. Oh, and he taught us the backstrike technique too. That's so funny. What's also funny is because I started playing this like 2 years ago, and then basically 2 years later, started playing it again. And this is when I made. This is right now is when I've made most of the progress. But I posted a clip on Twitter of me at the part when 2 years ago when Volo was teaching us the backstrike technique, and I was like, "Yeah, I already learned this. I don't trust you. You're suspicious." In hindsight, that was probably because I'd already had heard bits and pieces. Because that was like August of that year, and the game came out in January. I think at that point I'd already heard bits and pieces of, but not exactly sure like what Volo's role would be. But I was like, I'm suspicious of you. And I think even when I started playing, is that an Alpha Starly? I want an Alpha Starly. I saw an Alpha Bidoof the other day, and I wasn't able to catch it. Okay, So I already have maxed out Starly, but that was an alpha Starly, so that's cool. And I have maxed out the entire Starly Pokédex entry. But like, yeah, even up to the point when he was taking us to Kogita's house, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put my trust in you. But then the fact that he actually did save us, he did save us when the Galaxy team kicked us out. And then I think moreover, like later on, he's like, hey, do you want to go explore some ruins with me? Because I like exploring ruins. And I'm like, hey, I like exploring ruins too. And I think I just, like in the back of my mind, I knew like, oh, he's gonna... I know that something happens with him later on. But, come on, he likes exploring ruins. And I like exploring ruins. And he just seems like such a friendly, nice guy. Can we just have, like, one guy who kind of acts suspicious and, like, not be suspicious for once? And he was such a good friend to us, too. Like, he really had our back in our hardest times. So, yeah, from that perspective, it is sad. But also, he's probably one of the coolest villains or antagonistic characters we've had. So, okay, here's the Gyarados. What am I doing here? I was still looking for the Basculin mass outbreak. Is it still here? I don't know if it's still here. Where would I find Thundurus, by the way? It could be literally anywhere in the entire Cobalt Coastlands while it's raining. And that's, a lot. I don't know how they expect us to be able to do that. What am I locked onto right now? Oh, Arceus, okay. No, that makes sense. There's that tentacle. Anyway, I have been obsessed, finding out all the, what is this? Oh, what the heck? An unknown? Don't fall down, don't fall down. Can the unknown run away? I've never seen an unknown before. My mom had one. I'm like, where did you get that? And she said, I don't know. I'm like, understandable. Is that unknown R? Are unknowns just hanging out around, like, in the world? I've never seen one in this game before. I'm like, do you have to go to, like, some special cave for it or something? I got no clue. Apparently I have my answer now. Any Vulpix? I like Vulpix. No, but there is a purr ugly. Alright, enough here. I don't think we're gonna find the... Oh, it's in the corner! I see it! Oh my gosh! That's why I didn't see it. It's back there. This game's so silly. Like, I thought the Basculin mass outbreak is supposed to be marked on the map. Why is it not marked on the map? I cleared out the whole map. Okay, well, we're being chased down right now, so I guess this is the thing to do here. I love how this is another game where you don't take fall damage in water, even though that makes no sense. If you fell from that height in water, you would not like it. Okay, there's a satchel here. Why and where? Oh, here it is. There you go. Glad to be of assistance. Anyway, I've also been listening to a lot of the... Now I'm kind of back into Pokemon Masters. Not playing the game, because playing the game and unlocking the story content for myself is too hard. But watching other people do it is great. It is so cool to see that game really make all the... really expand, like... That's like the expanded universe sort of game. Like really like extending the storylines of a lot of the characters in the Pokemon universe. Okay, there's no shinies. There's just a lot of Basculin. They all run away? Stop doing that. What's good against this? It's just water, right? Okay. If we keep just doing this, we'll like... Can we eventually farm like a shiny? We can keep running away and... guess that's a no. Glad I asked myself that after doing it. Space for that item? A smoke bomb. What do I have that's so important? I'll just give this to you. Oh, the charms! The charms? I have to use these? Oh, I thought this would be a key item that would just apply to us, but no, it's actually... It takes up space in my everyday items, huh? I can't use it up. I just have to hold it. Okay. Well, that's a whole thing I didn't know about. Let's see. Sorry, I'm reading the chat again. Thank goodness for the sparkles and the sound. Yeah, I know, right? It's really subtle in this game in terms of like the whole open world exploration to be able to see where the where those shinies are. I will give this to Zoroark. And yeah, if you go to the unknown tab in the Pokédex, it'll spell out hints as to where they are. Oh, hold on. I'm curious about this now. Hello, little Vulpix. Unknown. I guess I have to go unlock the Pokédex entry for it in order to be able to do that, probably. No space. You know what? We gotta go dump stuff in the... Alright, I've seen what I came to see. Now we gotta go do some other... We also gotta do some other requests. Let's see... Goodbye. Oh, not the hyper potions. I already had hyper potions here. That's the whole thing. Is like, I already had that. I had no idea. It's how it goes so often. Oh my gosh! I just realized. Actually, I don't know. I should try it out before I say it. Is the fact that the charms come in different colors mean it's gonna take up more than one space in my satchel? They are so funny sometimes. 4 Pokemon. Sure. And 2 alphas and a new Pokemon. 2 new Pokemon, apparently. That's great. So some new observations. I should probably unlock the entry now. Also, the rain stopped and we didn't see Thunderous, so I don't know how... Okay. Back into the life. I guess another thing is Pokemon is Pokemon ZA, ZA, I guess it depends whether you say it Z or Z. Anyway, Pokemon ZA is coming up soon too. Pokemon Legends, right? Gen 6, what is it, X and Y? That's another game I haven't played, but I would be super excited to play that game too. Even, that's the thing, even, I feel like I really love this game a lot, and, I wish that, like, I could understand, like, the references more. But I'm having a lot of fun understanding the references now by looking things up and seeing what other people are saying about this game. Let's go. So many mass outbreaks again. You press Y before opening the decks, it'll take you to the tab. Oh, wait, I think I know what you're talking about. I've just never done it before. Oh, look to the ruined pillars of Celestica. I assume somewhere over here. That would make some sense. Okay, let's go do this request. This guy has been waiting for us to do this request for so long. I just walked past him so many times. Not you, Millie. This guy. I walked past you so many times while going back and forth in this area to climb to the summit for various things, including but not limited to dying to Volo multiple times. Now I can finally help you with your Spheal. It's all real snowy! Oh, thank goodness you passed by. Please, I need you to help to rescue my Spheal. Its adorable round body caused it to go rolling down the hill and headed straight for the Stone-Tooth Rose and Boulder Roll Ravine. Those areas are full of dangerous Pokémon. You're the Neo Survey Corps member everyone's talking about, right? Please help me find my dear Spheal. Rolling the Spheal. No problem, let's do it. Let's go. Let's get this. Hold on, let's track onto it. I know, you really want me to go meet Arceus. I'm sorry to say, I don't think Arceus wants to meet me at this moment. Giratina. I love how this is just like a normal request. Yeah, you're on the trail of Giratina, the incarnate forces of Hisui. A token of gratitude. Let's see. Let's just take me back to you. It just leads me back to you. Okay, then tracking that did not help at all. Oh yes, a follow-up on what I was saying about Pokemon Masters, because I'm doing such a good job of staying on topic. Let's be honest, we're just having fun here. There's no need to stay strictly on topic, and that's exactly what I'm taking advantage of. It was also cool to kind of catch up with some of the Sword and Shield characters again, too. See what they're up to. I see a little Spheal! And also, another... Little Spheal, I'll save you. I'll finish my point next time. Hi. Spheal? No! Don't roll more. Why are we just standing there? Go after it. Uh-oh. Okay, well this path definitely seems very roly-poly. Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's really cool to see the interactions in Pokemon Masters with Lily, Gladion, and Lusamine. Because I think I really got into like the main series. There's Cherim? I didn't know that could come out from here. Oh, and there's a Graveler too. Alright, don't cause any trouble for me while I do this. Watching Failboat's playthrough of Pokemon Sun and Moon is back in the day. I should remember. That was so long ago. That was like 8 or 9 years ago, right? Don't do that. Anyway, that got me really into main series Pokemon games and Failboat content. Two things that I still love to this day. So, of course, very grateful for that. I don't think I have a Graveler in the Pokedex. That's the crazy thing. Maybe we should change that. I just defeat them every time I see them. And the other day I was checking, like, I don't even have it in the Pokedex. Okay, maybe that's why. But anyway, just really, like... No, don't you dare. Anyway, kind of being familiar with that storyline, it's actually really heartening to see multiple stories involving Lily and Gladion and Lusamine. Kind of just, you know, after they've worked out the issues and differences and a lot of the bad things that happened within their family, that the three of them can still go on adventures together and be a happy family. Sweet? No! Where are you going? So yeah, that was one of the things I really have been enjoying about watching more Pokemon Masters storylines. It's just seeing the happy ending outcome for that's big Pokemon. Okay. That's not gonna work at all. Seeing the happy ending storylines for characters like that, even though it's basically a canonical alternate universe is how I call it. I mean, this didn't happen in their original stories, but I'm happy it's happening now. They get to be a family again. Don't do that. I've already done damage to you. This is probably why I don't have very many Pokemon in this evolution channel. Oh, you? Well, I already caught one Graveler, so that's enough. And then, of course, when Ray and Akari get there, and then they meet Lucas and Dawn, and they're like, "What? You guys look just like us!" And then, of course, oh my gosh, then when Ray sees Giratina and freaks out, and then sees Cynthia, and like, "Oh, yo, you look just like..." And then Adaman's like, "Yeah, she does look just like him, doesn't she?" And because of course they expect that you already know what happened by the time you're watching that story, or you're me who doesn't play the game but is looking up the story. Sure. You can't. How can you possibly roll any further? Okay, I like this request. Where are you going, Spheal? Where are you going? It's so mischievous. You notice there's so many Gravelers here too? The other, like, really roly-poly Pokemon. And then Ray and Cynthia are exploring the ruins, and then suddenly Giratina gets this roar, and then Cynthia's like, "What? Why is Giratina acting all up?" Giratina's been interested in these ruins for a while, and then Ray turns around, but doesn't see anything. He's like, "Oh, it's nothing, maybe." But then, both Ray and Giratina notice something, and then... Oh? Wait, hold on. Is there no ice left for me to roll? Spheal! Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh my goodness, Spheal! I can't believe you rolled all the way down here. Oh. You escorted Spheal all the way, right? Thank you so much. Please, meet me back at the summit camp. I'll thank you properly there. Spheal! That is so funny. This Spheal was so roly-poly. What wants to attack me now? Cherubi? Never seen Cherubi before here in this game. But I know there was a quest to fill out the Cherubi Pokedex entry, so I guess now I have. Anyway, so they know something's wrong in the ruins, and then suddenly the little Togepi is running around. And of course, then that foreshadowed the fact that Volo was around. Oh, and the whole fact that Cynthia has a Giratina sync pair partner in the first place in that game. Because apparently that happened right before Pokemon Legends Arceus came out, and then after it came out and everybody was doing the Volo fight, they realized, oh my gosh, this game almost spoiled it without us even noticing. And I think, well, I don't think it was spoiling. Some people said spoiling. I think spoiling without you noticing is because you couldn't have possibly known is more akin to foreshadowing. But yeah, they had Cynthia with a cool outfit, and her music was her encounter theme but turned into her battle theme, and she was partnered up with Giratina. So yeah, it was kind of a very sneaky little reference there, wasn't it? That they did that right before the release of Legends Arceus. That's kind of funny. We should go back to the camp now. Anyway, as you can see, I've had a really fun week of just watching and exploring and studying and researching and theorizing all sorts of stuff now that I finally have a full picture of the storyline of this game and what it's all about and what actually happened. And that's actually really cool. And of course, I was just thinking, the part when we get kicked out and right before Volo saves us, there's the little Shanks there, and everybody else thought it was so endearing, the little Shanks too. It still had its family, but we were cast out by our family. You stay put now. We should put a little guardrail here so little Spheal can't roll down anymore. Thanks to you, I was able to find Spheal, and it's without a scratch too. Here, this is for everything you've done. Yay, thank you. You're going to be more careful from now on, won't you, Spheal? Huh? Wait, where did Spheal go? Spheal! No! The Spheal! Oopsie, I hope Spheal will be okay this time. I don't think they can be around to escort it again. Oh, Wormadam! Do I even have the Sandy Wormadam? I think I do. I should just catch it just in case. Anyway, I've talked about a lot of stuff in this episode, haven't we? This was just my episode to just talk continuously about everything I've learned since doing the fight. I need to watch these clips so I love the extra lore. I know, right? Me too. I think it's so cool that Pokemon Masters does this. Like, before I was playing Fire Emblem Heroes kind of does this too with their Forging Bonds mode, where like they have like all the characters like from the different games like meet each other. But it's not as necessarily as extensive with the storyline and world building as this. Like, it's more than just like Pokemon Masters is more than just like, oh hey, it's nice to meet you, a person who's kind of similar. But it's actually like the meeting of characters is really part of the main storyline and also a lot of side storylines. And it's just really cool to see how they sort of explore the character stories like after the game is finished using this game, Pokemon Masters. So, if only it wasn't so difficult to play as a free-to-play player, I might actually, and just in general with the gameplay, okay, there's a Rotom back there, I kind of want it. I would definitely want to start playing it again. Oh yeah, and one more thing, but hold on. Let me just go through my entire YouTube history and think of if there's anything else I wanted to mention. There was a lot I talked about today. I was able to talk the whole hour about this. Okay, we talked about the music, the musical references. They have the same theme but swapped. What else? All the Pokemon Masters stuff. How gorgeous the soundtrack is. Jubilife Village is had an updated theme. Volo was still plotting something. That's the thing. Volo was still plotting something in Pokemon Masters. He brought up his line about how no matter how many decades or centuries it takes, he's gonna meet Arceus. He's definitely gonna do something in Pokemon Masters to follow up on whatever he was doing in this game. I'm not sure if that was intended when he said that line in this game, that the follow-up was going to be in Pokemon Masters, but I think it's kind of cool that they're using their alternate universe kind of thing for that. What else? Oh yeah, just the whole Cynthia Volo fight was super cool. Them meeting. Ray still is like, you know, I don't trust you, but I'm going to not say anything for now, because I'm gonna bide my... we're not gonna say anything yet. But I'm watching, because I know that bad things happened last time. Oh yeah, the terminal montage, something about Pokemon Legends Arceus video. That was so funny. That was so funny. I'm gonna link that too. That was amazing. A lot of animated music videos. They're now in my recommended. There's more music. Oh yeah, and the fact that Volo's theme in Pokemon Masters is the theme from when... Oh, come on, no ads. It's snowing! I guess we're in a mountain. His music so far in Pokemon Masters is the same as his encounter music, which was the same as Cynthia's battle music. But it was like... Gosh, in this game, see how the snow actually kind of sweeps across? That's such a cool effect. I like the Pokemon Masters remixes. I was listening to the remixes for not just the Legends Arceus, like Hisui characters, but also like a lot of the other Pokemon trainer. Like, they did such a good job with the remixes for all the characters in this music. I'm excited to see what they do for Volo when they inevitably, have to fight him, I'm sure. But the thing is, they already did a remix of Cynthia's encounter theme for Cynthia, which turned out to be sort of a massive reference to Volo. So I'm kind of curious to see what take they'll do, if/when they do his battle theme. Okay. What else? Canaria Champion. That's such a good song. I love it. What else? I already caught a Rotom though. Can Rotom even turn into anything in this game? We don't even have technology yet. Technology does not exist. Oh yeah, I love Volo being super excited about technology. That's the thing, is like, do you think he's also kind of like if he had access to modern technology and more tools to be able to do his research, and he didn't go insane from basically not knowing the answers to all of his questions, I wonder if things would have been different. But probably not, because in the end of the day, his objective was to find Arceus, and that's going to be hard in any time, no matter what kind of technology you have. Okay, anyway, what else? What else? Oh yeah, Clara and Avery are in Pokemon Masters now, and they got such cool remixes! I love that. Something's chasing me, I can tell. Lily, Gladion, and Lusamine, I talked about that already. I think I've somehow... Okay, Failboat videos. That's great. Oh yeah, I finally got to see what kind of stuff Failboat bought from dying to Pokemon in his merch Nuzlocke. Or rather, it's not a Nuzlocke. It's every time he dies to a Pokemon, he has to buy merch. I finally got to see the outcome of that. That was so cool. Was it? He just had to buy a whole bunch of Volo's team Pokemon over and over again. I didn't actually watch that part, did I? I watched the beginning of the Etsy part, and then I took a break. I should go back and watch that. What else? Oh yeah, I was rewatching all the trailers for this game. That's so cool to re-experience the energy and the joy of feeling like, you know, seeing what this game was going to be. And this game was pretty revolutionary, right? The first one that's like a full open world, with the way you catch a Pokemon and explore and things like that. I love what they did with this concept so much. What else? Oh yeah, I rewatched my own videos. I don't do that a lot because it's really cringy, but I had to know what I was thinking 2 years ago when I played this, and it was funny to see some things were the same and some things were not. What else? Oh, Volo had a line in... Oh yeah, there's in Pokemon Masters. Well, first of all, Volo had a line where like, "Oh, Cynthia, what a strange connection we share." But Cynthia didn't have anything to say to him yet. It's funny how when they met, the first thing they didn't go like, "Hey, we look like each other," but that's fine because the two of them were too busy wanting to battle each other / argue ideals. I'm excited to see what becomes of their next interaction, which I also believe to be an inevitability. Wow, I've watched a lot of YouTube, haven't I? Okay, I think that's mostly everything I wanted to cover. And of course, everybody's reactions to fighting Volo, and realizing that he was just a Cynthia reference all along. Alright, I think, oh, hello! I don't want to fight you. I have a soft spot for Shinx now, since the Shinx stuck with us. You know, nobody else did! Sorry, what did it say about the unknown in the ruins? Look to the ruined pillars of Celestica. Well, unfortunately for me, there's a lot of them. Let me take a quick sweep through here. What is that? It's not I thought it was an alpha Nosepass. No, it's a regular Nosepass. Pretty big Nosepass though. I'm not seeing any unknowns. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of like looking for a needle in a haystack. But I do think it's a really cool thing that at least they tell you where it is, because it's so small, you'd never find it otherwise. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Thanks for telling me about that. Okay. Let's see. Note here says it does that a lot in the character interaction between people who would never know each other in the main games. Yeah, I love that aspect of it so much. Okay, well, I will keep the hint in mind and definitely be on the lookout for some unknowns here. Hey, you two. How are you doing? How do I turn them origin form? You know what? I'll leave that for next episode. I guess the last thing I want to mention with Volo and Pokemon Masters, and Volo in this game too, is he does act like, you know, a little, when he reveals his true nature, he sort of acts like a lot of the Pokemon villains do, where it's like, I wield Pokemon, but you train alongside them, but Pokemon are just tools to me to help me achieve my goals. But Volo's like the first like Pokemon villain where I think to myself, do you really believe that? Like there's other Pokemon villains where like, yeah, I believe you don't care about your Pokemon at all. The way you treat them is extremely cruel. But I mean, like, Volo, he trained up his team pretty well, and as someone pointed out, like for Togepi to Togetic and for Budu to Roselia, that requires friendship, right? Which means that his Pokemon must feel like true friendship with him. And furthermore, it's really cool that Volo gets to meet N in Pokemon Masters, and N talks to Volo's little Togepi, and he says, "Oh, your Togepi says that you take really good care of her." And the sweetness of her voice indicates how much, indicates your love for her and her love for you. But then Volo kind of just dismisses it. Well, he's like, well, I do like to take care of I do like to observe my Pokemon, and I guess observing Togepi, part of that is taking care of her. He kind of dismisses it a little bit. But you know what? I think he cares about his Pokemon way more than he lets on. A lot of other villains would not have cared about their Pokemon like that. Not even pretend, right? You could say, I mean, he duped us all. He really betrayed us and made us believe that he was our friend. At least the main character. But, I mean, a lot of us were not suspicious of him after a while, right? So I guess to his Pokemon, he could have been doing the same thing. But I don't believe it. I think Volo cares about his Pokemon. There's no way you can fake loving your Pokemon like that. It's an adorable little Togepi. If you didn't love that Togepi, you know, she would know. But your Togepi feels loved. Your Togepi feels cared about. So I think that even though he acts like he's a wielder of Pokemon and he doesn't actually care about them, and Pokemon are changed through desperation, harsh climate, which is true because we're all in the Hisui region, he still loves his Pokemon a lot. I think that's a sign that you know, he is, once again, similar to Cynthia. The bonds between him and his Pokemon are really what made him strong. That he was able to form that bond with them is what, you know, made him so much stronger than everybody else. And they got through a lot of hard times together. Alright, I think I've talked for an hour and 18 minutes now. I'm going to let you all off the hook. And yeah, thank you all for watching the stream. Thank you for letting me just rant and gush about how much I love this game and love the storyline and storytelling and all the references. And with that, I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone!